What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another Faith Goddess Awakening video. That's right, it's another video. Didn't think this was going to happen after I did the first one. Then I started playing the game after I made the video, and I instantly got hooked, which I don't know how this happened. I don't know how this happened, guys. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is not a free-to-play account anymore. It was started off as one, and I thought to myself, hell, this is going to be easy enough to stay free-to-play. This game is actually really damn fun. I don't know how to explain it. Don't know how it happened, but it happened. And I continue to just stick with it. So I can tell you guys now, the game has a lot of appeal, a lot of cool characters. So let me just show you guys my account real quick while we're here. And what I've been doing while you guys have been watching other content, playing your own games, doing your own thing, which is great, by the way. So here, let's go and see what's been going on. So let's go to Agent. So I got myself a Nidhogg, who, by the way, is incredible as a unit. Currently, the special summon that's going on, there's a copy of Gabriel, the Archangel, who is a single target DPS. There's Behemoth, who's also a special summon self-sustaining tank. Like, look how cool she looks, man. For real. There's Arthur, which you saw. This is a new skin for Arthur that looks a little bit more badass in my opinion. It's a human warrior. There's a mech support named Oracle, and I was like, yo, I love Oracles. There's this Hakataku chick who's a ice mage. I got her early, and I was able to get her maxed out very quickly. Well, not maxed out, but close enough to maxed out. There's Nawa, who you guys saw in the initial video with the snake. There's Michael, the Archangel. So I'm like, I'm going through this, guys, and I'm just having an absolute blast. Like, let me tell you now, this game has a lot of cool mechanics, and most of all, blow my mind how generous the game is. Okay, so let me tell you guys how this all started, okay? So I started playing, and they gave me 150,000 crystals. 150,000 crystals. And when you summon, 150,000 crystals, it's 2K to summon. You just keep summoning, and it doesn't stop. And then I was able to get even more crystals for you, and I kept getting more crystals and more crystals. And all of a sudden, I was like, I'm not running out of crystals anytime soon. So I just kept playing and playing and playing and playing, and eventually I was like, yo, I'm having a blast. And then I was like, I want Nidhogg. And it just happened to be that Nidhogg was this Project Red Rose banner, and I just decided to summon on it because I love the skin. And I was like, oh, okay, so to summon I need $6, so I paid the $6. And you know how this works. $6 turns into 20, 20 turns into 50, 50 turns into... Anyways, beginning of the year, told myself I gotta start saving up for taxes and stuff, so this is gonna be another expense. It is what it is. So yeah, I mean, I didn't spend too much yet, but I'm probably gonna stop at this point because, again, I know what I'm dealing with. This is a gacha game. We know where this is gonna go eventually. But I will say, this has been take this back. This has been the cheapest gacha I've ever spent on and got this much out of it. And I'm being dead serious when I say this. I'm talking about packages are hella cheap, VIP super easy to get, and they give you a ton of VIP as it is on top of it. And you actually see the results fairly quickly. So super impressed by that. Now let's just show you guys where I'm at right now. Okay, so if I go to the Scout, which is the actual storyline, I'm at 3-1-16, which is chapter 3, stage 116. I'm doing bounties now and completing those super quickly. Those are netting me a lot of nice things as well, like summoning tickets and stuff. You guys can see I have 285k diamonds. That's just from natural progression of the game. It's crazy. So I'll show you guys my team setup. I'll stop here. So there's Nidhogg's attack, just basic attack. There's Oracle giving crit up to all these units. There's Gabriel, just one-shotting everything. There's Ice Tornado that does speed down. Now, don't get me wrong, Behemoth's tanking abilities, and there's Arthur's AoE. Now, don't get me wrong. This is, I'm way ahead of the power scale for story mode. So this is looking a lot easier than it is. But when you do things like the tower or PvP and stuff, now that gets a little more spicy, right? Now, the crazy part is these are just regular attacks. When you get into specials and stuff, the animations look really cool. The effects are really cool, and the power is nuts. We're talking about crazy, crazy skills. And it's really well set up, and the translation of this game is actually pretty decent. Normally, I run into a lot of translations with games. For example, just take Eco Calypse, right? I'm playing it right now. Most of us that watch my channel are as well. we know the translation issues that exist, right? And it's kind of troublesome. But here, the translations are really well done. The moves all act like they're supposed to act, which is nice. It's refreshing, and at the same time, the characters are really cool. Like we're talking about a lot of cool mixture of male and female characters with awesome effects, good animation, and actually really good team building. There's a lot of different characters to use and units to use for every faction, making it a lot more. Let's just take it back. A lot less meta and a lot more open to how you want to play, which is, again, a breath of fresh air in most gachas where meta runs it, right? So, like, of course, there's going to be stronger characters in this game than others, but at the end of the day, you still can do quite a bit with what you get as a free-to-play player. And I spent a little bit on this because I wanted some certain characters, but I wasn't struggling. I wasn't stuck on anything. It's just something I wanted to do. So you guys can see here, there is a skip button. There's a ×3. After a few days, you can go all the way up to times, I believe, 10 or something. So a couple options there to speed up battle, or you can just skip it and just do like the normal skip method, right? Story's actually pretty decent. There is an actual story to this, and it continues as you go through the main stages. PvP's whaling. It's just whale PvP, right? There's also like multiple team PvPs. There's 1v1, 3v3, and then 6v6. So there's various different types of modes of PvP as well. And then there is like the tournament PvP where different cross servers will battle each other. There's guild versus guild. There's guild versus bosses. So in terms of like content-wise, there's quite a bit going on. And you guys can see here, eventually you do get locked behind levels, which again is not the end of the world. Now, one thing I do like about the system here, when it comes down to, this is actually a nice way to get crystals, was going through this 7-day growth. A good way to get on this whole premium ticket thing, it's free. Like, you just collect premium tickets, you open up, and they give you like insane summon tokens and free units. It's crazy. There's trials here that is just different game modes, so daily instances, for example. By challenging different challenges, you can open up various different rewards. There is Perilous Maze, which essentially is like when you go through the whole map, kill an enemy, pick a heal, get a buff when you kill an enemy, right? That kind of thing. There's Arcane Continent, which is interesting. So it's like a Monopoly map where you just collect stuff and get treasures for it later on, which is cool. I mean, super easy to do. Arctic Discovery is also something that's out right now too, where you can use characters to fight specific enemies. So it's like 3v3 here, for example. And then you can use these battles here. You can't skip it, but here, I'll ×3 it. Once you complete the battle, they give you like rewards. In this case, I'll get a chest, for example, right? And then like or you can pick buffs and stuff and just continue going. And as you progress, rewards get better. So again, really cool game modes available to play. See, there's Team 1 and then Team 2. So there's that one done, right? And then there's a second team now. So I'll show you a second team right now. So this is the first time I've actually gone into Team 2. Okay, so this is a new team to use. Let's see. Why don't I have everybody else? Like, where's everybody? Oh, I'm not going to be able to beat this with just one team. So I'm going to have to split this up a little bit. I just realized there's 2 teams here. Okay, so let's get out of this. Anyways, I'll go back to this one later. I just want to show you guys that. There's Void Mirage here, which you can do solo mode. And it's just like a wave of enemies that you fight throughout the entire time. And as you beat them, you collect the rewards here. Like, there's so many rewards, like summoning tickets, gear, etc. Right? There's just so much to go through and so much easy content to do as well. And then there's this whole area here called Anti-Magic where you fight bosses, right? And then you can collect buffs along the way, and you collect rewards as you do that as well too. So this is just not open right now. There's also Astral Sanctuary, which I haven't opened, and Border Zone Journey. I haven't opened that one yet either. So a couple different modes. There's again, I told you the guild system here. So there's Legion Comes, which is guild versus or us against an enemy at a certain time, and then whoever wins gets 5k diamonds or other rewards along the way. There's the Hunt Grounds, which is you against a boss. There is the HQ, you can see everything that's going on. There's something called Dimensional Rift where you can fight an enemy. I have 3 more attempts here on this one. So here, I'll just show you guys. We'll just do this one. And you can see here, it's essentially fighting Nidhogg, same unit I'm fighting against, right? Or that I'm using, sorry. But you can see here, the boss is a lot tougher. You essentially do as much damage as possible. You get a ranking for it, and then that ranking will net you a chest, and that chest will have things in there for you to collect along the way. So overall, guys, honestly, I'm having a blast, man. Seriously, I'm actually enjoying this game a lot. So if you guys are looking for a gacha to test out with a lot of, I say, potential and growth ability, plus just general generosity of the amount of free summons you get, I recommend giving this a go and seeing if this is down your alley and if you actually enjoy it. I was very skeptical at first about the game because I was like, this looks like a copy and paste of other games that I've seen before, but it's actually not. It's got a lot going for it, and I'm actually pretty happy that I picked it up and I'm actually trying it out. So, again, this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. Just a quick little something for you guys to watch. But again, I really do think that many of you who are watchers of my channel may actually enjoy this. So let me know if you do decide to try it, if you're into it, and if you are, what did you actually think? Did you think this is worth your time? Would you continue playing? Again, this is just a random game that I came upon, and I happen to really enjoy it. All right, guys, this is Payne. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.